Hi everyone and welcome back to Jo's Healthy Cupboard. Today is Friday, it may be later on by the time you see this video, or Saturday. So today I'm going to talk about running in pregnancy and just do a bit of an update on where I am and how my running has been over the past 20 weeks. So I'm 20 weeks and 2 days today. We actually had our 20-week scan on Wednesday and everything was fine, so I am so happy about that. I've actually got a couple of pictures. I've not shown any pictures for my 20-week scan because I'm a bit like, not superstitious, but for some reason seeing scan pictures before the baby's here feels like, I don't know. But anyway, I'm excited, so I'm going to show you. This is our little babe. And it's not that clear. I actually think that the 14-week one was clearer, but you can see the head there and the little body and the mouth and the nose. So everything is cooking well so far, so really happy and relieved because the 20-week scan is kind of like a big milestone where they check for any sort of markers that might indicate any issues, and so far so good. And also my placenta's in a good position, so all okay to continue running. So my running up until, I would say 3 weeks ago, was very, very limited and sporadic. In the first 13 weeks of my pregnancy, I barely did any running. You can look back, I did a video on exercise in pregnancy after miscarriage a while back, and at that point I was barely doing any running. I might have been doing like a mile, but I couldn't really even, I didn't feel that comfortable even with that. And then once I got to sort of 13 weeks, I started doing an online workout, which was much more like about strength and muscles and not so cardio. But it was feeling quite good. But I definitely felt like I was missing something. I felt like I wasn't getting that endorphin rush. I wasn't getting that amazing feeling of well-being and just why I love running so much. So in the past 3 weeks, since we went on holiday, well, before we went on holiday, I did some vigorous ceilidh dancing, and I think that caused an issue with my glute. I wasn't sure if it was sciatica, but it cleared up itself. So for about a week, I couldn't really even walk that far. So I was worried that that was going to be it for me in exercise, but thankfully, with a bit of positive thinking and some continual kind of stretching, it seemed to ease itself off, and I decided I felt good, I felt confident, I felt happy. So I decided to start running again, and I thought, right, I'll do 2 miles, that'll be my aim. If I can do 2 miles without stopping, I'll feel really good. So I managed 2 miles, and the first time I did it was quite hard, and it was very slow. I was doing 10 minutes, 34 minutes to do a mile, when normally I'd take about 7 minutes 30 roughly, depending on how fast I was pushing myself. So yeah, but I was really happy, really delighted. So then I did the next day try and do another 2 mile run, but it was a bit too much too soon. So my glute muscle was a bit achy again, so I took another couple of days off, just did my online workout, and then I went back to it again. And the next time I ran, I felt so good. I felt so good. I realised that it was fear that was really stopping me. Obviously, I know that I haven't had any complications with this pregnancy so far. Fingers crossed I don't get any. There was no reason for me not to run because I had run all the way up to falling pregnant, and then just through caution and through my previous miscarriage experiences, I decided I didn't feel comfortable running for those initial 13 weeks, so I was just walking really. That was it, maybe a tiny little jog. I think I just overcame that fear gradually. We had a gender scan at 16 weeks and everything looked fine then. So it was kind of after that I started to think, what is holding me back here? And short runs I feel completely comfortable with. I've actually signed up myself, my husband and my son, so we're going to do the park run for the first time tomorrow. I can't believe I've never done it before, but I'm really excited because we've also got one of my running friends who's down from Lewis, Mary, so she is coming to visit her daughter, so we're all going to do the park run. And I am so excited because I feel like that's a really gentle, it's a 3 mile run, it's not fast and it's fun because I can do it with my husband and my son. So I think that'll become a regular thing for as long as it can, as long as I feel good. I am very conscious of not pushing myself, but I feel so good. I ran 3 miles at the start of this week and 2.5 miles yesterday, so that just I'm just so happy. I'm just so grateful that I actually have managed to do that, and that I feel healthy enough and strong enough. I get more out of breath running up the stairs than I do going for a run, which is weird. So yeah, that's kind of where I am, and I have signed up to do a charity run on the 9th of September with a local running group that there's quite a lot. It's a women's run. It's 5 miles. I am not bothered if I don't run the 5 miles. I just want to do it. I want to be part of it. I feel like it'll really, I don't know what's the word, empowering, and yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm going to do that, obviously weather dependent, if it's really muddy or anything, but it's pretty much a road run, so it shouldn't be muddy. I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for the park run, and I just feel like more myself since I've started running again. And when you're pregnant, especially after you've had a miscarriage, and you're pregnant again, you just have so much fear. And for anyone out there who's going through that, and you do have that fear, I would say err on the side of caution, just because you will know in your head you have done everything, and that's my experience. I felt like if I erred on the side of caution, and if anything did happen, I would never have any reason, which might not be a very logical way of thinking, but I wouldn't have a reason to blame myself. And so those first 13 weeks I did err on the side of caution, and it was the right thing to do, but now I feel amazing. I just want to run again, and that is what I'm going to keep doing unless I'm told otherwise, unless I don't feel good. By this point in life, I think most people know their bodies and well enough to know when they should slow down, when they should speed up, if they're tired. I'm quite in tune with myself, so I plan to keep running for as long as I feel confident and comfortable doing that. And maybe I'll meet some other pregnant runners along the way. I've actually seen a woman running around the little village where we live who was really, really pregnant, and apparently there's another lady that does the park run who's really pregnant as well. So that will be nice to meet other pregnant runners. And I hope that for anyone else out there, that by me talking about this, you feel maybe less alone, with your thoughts about exercise during pregnancy, especially if you've had a miscarriage. I really, really, really know how scary those first 13 weeks are, and as I said, do not beat yourself up. If you don't feel comfortable exercising, don't exercise or push yourself. Seek medical advice if you are going to exercise, because the doctors and midwives are there to help. And yeah, hope you're all having a great week, and I will see you all again at the start of the week.